Hello everybody, good morning. Let's get stuck into this morning's trading environment, which to be fair favours a little bit of upside on the Dixie. Whether that means downside on everybody else is a different story, but often is the case. So I wouldn't say this is looking for a major breakout or anything like that. It's basically a bearish chart on this 4-hourly. Got ourselves death crosses on daily, on the 4-hourly, 200 simple and exponential all over here. And so normally that would invite a death cross retest, which means that the Dixie could pump another 0.28% to a maximum of 0.5%. Oh my god. Well, it can obviously break out further than that. I mean, it could do, but I don't think it'll be doing it today. If anything, we'll be moving up to there or to here to get rejected, and then maybe we build a trend from there. If we take ourselves to a daily, it's not broken completely bearish. There's, for the most part, we're below moving averages. A full push up to the center of the Bollinger Band is 104.8, which again, is in between those areas, isn't it? Really, is 0.32%. So we are looking for a move up on the Dixie. But I'm not so sure as we're looking for a breakout from this area on the Dixie. Let's have a look at the S&P futures markets. So daily below moving averages. At this point, getting a rejection today on that 21 exponential. So if we carry on looking like this, again, the S&P like this was closed like this yesterday, and obviously the futures market looks like this today. It will open with a bit of a gap and might even see continuation down immediately. So that would be fitting, considering the Dixie scenario. So let's have a look at Bitcoin and think about what that wants to do. So Bitcoin on the 4-hourly pushed down towards its 50 exponential on the 4-hourly, which is also the bottom of this area. We were looking at the live stream last night as we were dancing around this 50 simple moving average. Obviously we've broken that now, but we're back above it again. So it's really trying to move up, but I think if stocks is going down, even if it's just trickling down, and if Dixie is moving up, even if it's just a death cross retest, we're likely to hang around this area. I'm not so sure as we're ready to push out, so I don't really feel like today is much of a trading day either, unless you're happy to take positions here with a tight stop loss, and that's if we revisit it. So all eyes on areas beginning from 65,400. Again, the horizontal is a little lower than that by about 100. And then the 10 exponential is now crept inside of this area. So it's all above that 65,300-ish area. If we can stay above there, we do have a relatively good chance of recovery. And so, positions here with tight stop losses could be rewarding. Because it would suggest that we're going to have another attempt back up to the lost highs. So that's another 5% move, maybe even to these areas over here, which is a 10% move. And if you get up there and break that, then we're going to new all-time highs. Momentum. Well, momentum hasn't faded. It's just consolidating. It's not faded at all. 4-hourly momentum still consolidating, but you could make the case that momentum is trying to break out. Trying depends on how you interpret it, but it is trying, I would say, to break out. Whether you class that as a breakout is a different story. Money flow index is still creeping down. Same with the MACD. So let's not get too excited about what momentum's doing right now, because it's not very exciting. Simple as that. Certain altcoins are still trying their best. XRP being one of them. Pepe, obviously, I always highlight Pepe as a really good chart. Same with XRP. These two stand out, from Bitcoin as something slightly different. So let's finish off with a view on the dominance chart, which is exactly the same as it always is. Continuous bullish chart until we lose this area on the weekly. Again, on the 4-hourly, we hit the 50 exponentials, a golden cross retest. We're getting rejection now. Might be an interesting battle until Bitcoin makes a decisive move. And the total too, golden cross retest on the 4-hourly. That's generally seen as a positive. Above all moving averages on the daily, again, that's usually a positive as well. So when we're talking about those dollar cost average events that we took place, that we took part in throughout this consolidation, still, quite happy with all of that. Vast majority of those dollar cost averages are now in profit. And as an overall portfolio situation, it is in profit. But the point of building a portfolio isn't to look back over the last couple of weeks and say, yes, what a success. It's to wait several months, probably a full year really or more, until the brighter days are here, and they're not going to be here for a little while, as far as I can tell. Shouldn't really be seeing any sort of significant rally until at least the end of this year, possibly more likely next year, or maybe you'll get 2 rallies. You'll have one this year, another consolidation, higher low, and then another one next year, resulting in a parabolic top. It's my expectations anyway. So that's basically it. There are trades that are available if you have the risk management for it and attention to detail for an appropriate entry point. Otherwise, it might be better to let the Dixie have that little move up and then decide whether the environment is appropriate for trading. You know what? It's the holidays. 2 kids off school. I don't think I have the capacity mentally to sit and watch a 15-minute chart, maybe, and move down to that area. But it's an area to think of. It's definitely worth recognizing that if there is going to be support and there is going to be reversal, it'll take place between the areas of 65,003 and 65,500. And again, we are moving up on it right now. It's only that Dixie and the S&P that are making me a little skeptical about how Bitcoin and crypto might behave today. And that's only as a result of this. It's a counter tradable chart. So let's just, for me, I'm just happy to sit and chill and wait. There's no need to overtrade. We had a really good couple of weeks of trading. And with that, sometimes it's best just to reflect on the fact that you made 50, 100% in a couple of weeks. So that's you don't normally get markets that are that generous, and we take part in that market. So if this generous market isn't looking particularly generous, or should I probably say, I'll say it another way, the market that we take part in is subject to another market which is often correlated, not always, and that is going to do the opposite. Might be worth recognizing that the trading environment, rather than that one particular chart or Bitcoin or XRP or Pepe or whatever, that one particular chart might be giving a false sense of security, because it's like a domino effect. Dixie go up, S&P go down, Bitcoin go down, altcoin go down. You could have the best chart in the world, but when the dominoes fall, that chart is rendered, obsolete to an extent. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. There's really not much more to say about it. If I had to trade, if someone says, right, that's it, I'm gonna, your kids are fine, don't worry, the babysitter's gonna look after them, and everything's fine, you just sit here and trade. What I would do would be to focus on this area. If we came down into it, I would take a position, tight stop loss, and I'd be looking to see if I can get a 5 to maybe 10% move on that. And that would be what I'd be looking for. But am I prepared to do it? Well, if the Dixie was going down and the S&P was going up, I would be way more inclined just to set a limit order here and carry on with my day. But because that's not the situation, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with you there. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.